Welcome to Arctic Aurora LifeScience and Arctic Aurora Biotech Select, the November update. November has been a very interesting month. We have positive news with a takeout out of the fund that we will comment on later. But the market has been rough on biotech and sentiment has been very weak on especially small cap biotechs. Today it will be Daniel here and myself who will present. So if we look at the slide, it is a normal graph that we normally show, and the black curve is the general market, the blue is large pharma, the green is larger biotech, and the purple is a proxy for the small cap biotech stocks movements. And as you can see, the purple line is really steep downwards during the end of the month here. And as I was alluding to, it's been a tough month for the biotech stocks. And that is due to a completely macro-driven market. And the focus has, as you all know, been on the potential inflation, how long it would last, effects on interest rates, and basically causing a climate where small cap biotech stocks have not been working. Why is that so? Yes, it's because of question marks regarding refinancing risks of those companies. And our companies are well financed, but in general, I think the interest in this group of companies has been very weak. What also has been adding to the market sentiment is, of course, the Omicron mutant that was established and discovered and starting to be talked about during November. And Omicron in itself, as a mutant, is causing countries to lock down, and question marks, of course, of the recovery that was expected and the general stock market climate. So all in all, a tough market climate. But we have had a positive news, as I said, and one of our portfolio companies was taken out during the month with a healthy premium. However, though, that takeout did not compensate for the tough climate for the biotech stocks. So the fund, the Arctic Aurora LifeScience fund, actually closed down 5% in the month, and the biotech fund even worse, with a very bad month of 9%. Yes.
So looking at the news of the acquisition, so talking about the RNA interference company Dicerna that was acquired, the acquisition was announced between Dicerna and Novo Nordisk for $3.3 billion, which represented an pretty impressive 80% premium on the previous closing price. So this means that Novo will have access to a more innovative portfolio and a more innovative technology, and we'll actually discuss that a little bit more in detail in our monthly Innovation Insight video. So I think a comment on the sort of lowering valuation in biotech and at least simmering activity within M&A that is still ongoing. We've had, I think, 5 or 6 takeouts in the small mid-cap space since the summer. This is our second takeout in the biotech portfolio alone. Remember, this was launched in June. So I think with the pressure on valuations on biotech, we can also expect this M&A activity to continue. So that's good news.
Yes, and to build from that, we think that thesis is also supported by the fact that the cash in the large pharma companies is piling up, and the need for rejuvenation of their product pipelines, as we have talked about before, is very big. And the reason for this cash piling in the large pharma companies are several. For example, Pfizer has got the whole sales revenue stream from the corona vaccine as a kind of positive into their cash. And also we saw during the month of November a very waited for detachment between between Novartis and Roche. Where Novartis sold its stake in Roche for more than $21 billion. So the large pharma companies are in general having strong cash flows, but this is also has been an extreme addition to that. We are very confident that the appetite for innovation is still there, and we see this very weak market as actually an opportunity for large pharma companies to go in and buy into those modern technologies. So we expect more M&A, like Daniel said. And then the question is whether this will change the sentiment for the sector. Short term, it's definitely impossible to say, but over time we believe that this thesis of innovative compounds treating unmet medical needs is still valid and will give returns to investors. So, and to end this short comment also relating to innovation, we are for Newsflow expecting a lot of news flow coming for oncology companies, specifically like leukemia and alikes oncology companies, because we have a big scientific conference coming up now in December. So that is something that will be very interesting to watch. And we have great expectations on several of our companies.
Very good. I think that wraps this month comment.
So thank you for watching.